guys, welcome back. So next we have here, I think I lost, no, it's here. Okay, so this is Sophronitis Little Hazel, and she's recovering right now from root loss. She's growing a new growth there at the base. I hope you can see it. She's good, and this is a Cutlass Retinoid that I got from Miss Orchid girl. She's recovering nicely and she's growing this new growth, which I am very happy because she's supposed to have quite a nice fragrance. Here we have BLC. What was it? How was called? Panda cat, dragon cat. She's recovering from fusarium, growing a new growth there, and with a lot of fruits inside the pot. I hope I can show you. Anyway, she's good. She's growing nicely. Here we have a Phalaenopsis that I recently purchased, and she is growing some new roots inside this cup. This was actually a bottle that I transformed in a semi-hydro pot. Here is that Cutlass Orange that Corina from Fifi Corina here on YouTube gifted me. She's growing very nicely, Corina, and growing a lot of fruits. This was also knocked down on the storm that we have recently, so but it wasn't damaged. Here we have my Sideria japonica. She is growing a lot of fruits, as you can see there and here inside the pot. So we can see that my orchid actually loves semi-hydro. Here we have that Cutlass hybrid alba that we presume that is actually that we call Princess Jackie, and we presume that is a Harrisonian hybrid of some sorts. She's growing nicely there on new growth. Here we have Bellara Diana Dangatic, and I really don't know what is that bug inside my new growth. But anyway, this is one of the cons of growing orchids outdoors, that you are prone to get quite a lot of weird bugs. Anyway, she's growing nicely there, one new growth here and one there in the back. Here is my beautiful Brassavola Saint Andre. I have discovered I had actually 3 orchids inside the same pot. I potted her in this one that is smaller. I want to get her rooted. I received her from Schwerter with no roots, but right now she is waking up and she's taking over the pot. I have a new root there and some more tips here, which is nice. And here we have Cutlass Alma Kitty Mali. She's such a good grower. She's growing these roots right now from this new growth. She has grown this big new growth this season, so I suspect she will start to grow a second growth, which is quite nice. I like Cutlass that grow 2-3 pseudobulbs per year. She has quite a lot of fruits there, so she's good. Here in the back we have that Cutlass Violacea hybrid. She's growing a new growth there, and the bulbs didn't shrivel at all because I have repotted her at the right time actually. And here I'm trying to save these Tolumnia hybrids. They came completely without roots to me, and I try to put them in semi-hydro. Here I have a new growth from this one, and I hope he will start to grow some new roots. I think I should add a little bit of medium on the top more, and this one is doing a little bit better if I am managing to show you without to disturb the new roots. She's growing some roots there. I can see 2 roots. Here you go. So that is good. Okay, and here I have Bellara Peggyroot Carpeter Gem. She's also for sale. I decided I want another hybrid. And here we have my very pretty Miltonia Sunset. She's growing nicely in semi-hydro, a lot of growth. I have one here, a second one here, a third one here, the fourth one there at the base, and I think there will be more, so she's quite a good grower. I like her very much. And here we have some other orchids. This is a Cattleya Rojo, and I got this orchid from Dani with no roots and no new growth, and right now she's recovering. She's growing that new growth with some little roots there, so I'm quite happy that I will manage to save her. And here I have a Dendrobium, which I am trying to propagate. The orchid was with no roots, but she produced 3 cakeys that after I applied cakey paste on the nodes of the canes, and right now I have removed them. You can see the roots are starting to take over. This is the time that you should remove cakeys, when they have roots that are about 10 centimeters in length in total, because at this time they will continue to grow and take over the pot. They can sustain the mass of the orchid, which is quite small actually. Here I have a community pot of Phalaenopsis, no idea. They are growing quite nice there together. And here I have a Dendrobium from Dani. This is Aurora Smile Fantasy or something like that. Anyway, I think it has Fusarium. It really doesn't want to grow roots, so this is how it's looking like. It's quite sad. Here I have Aliesara Tahitian Dancer from Rachel, that is growing quite nicely into semi-hydro, but with a lot of algae on the pot. She's growing this new growth here that is quite big already for this season, so I guess she will be in bloom this autumn. And here I have the Oncidium Cherry Baby from Fifi Corina. I transplanted it to semi-hydro, and he's taking over the pot, which is nicely. I have here a base leaf that is dying. I have 3 growths on it. One here, the second one here, and the third one here. So he will take over the pot quite fast. He didn't have alive roots, but he will recover quite nicely. And there in the back, I hope you can see, that is my Oncidium Pupuchea Sunset. She is growing quite nicely, a new growth, and is recovering nicely. I have repotted her, and of course quite a lot of roots died, but that is okay. And here I have Cutlass Kingdom, that is yellow. I have her from Rachel. She is growing nicely. This is the second growth of this year. She just matured this one. I hope I will get a sheet this time. She is quite a bushy plant. Put this back. This is my Brassavola Yellow Bird. She is growing so fast. Let me show you. She has so many roots. I think I counted 8 new growths. Here you go. So I have this, that, quite a lot all around, and they're growing with a very nice rate. So this will become a specimen size quite fast. Here I have my Cutlass Kingdom alba, which I have recently reported to semi-hydro with you guys. Unfortunately, some tree branches fell down on this orchid and it damaged this leaf, but what can we do? This happens sometimes when you grow orchids outdoors. Anyway, she is loving this setup. She is growing actually a bifoliate cane here, which is quite unusual, but yeah, this can happen sometimes. It's nothing wrong with the orchid. And here I have an orchid for which I am quite excited. This is my Cattleya germanii, and from the previous growth it didn't bloom, but right now this season it has already produced that big new growth. Let me focus. Here you go. And I cannot wait to see if I have a sheet and some buds inside. It looks quite fat for a new growth, and she growed this in 2.5 months or 3, so that is quite good. I hope he will start a new direction of growth somewhere in this other part, because that will make quite nice of a plant. Here I have my Brassidostella Gilded Tower Mystic Maze. I discovered actually I have 2 plants there, but that is okay. I have a new growth here, and on the other side I think I have 2 of them. That one that is growing some roots, and no, only 2 growths, but that is quite good. She is recovering quite well. I have divided this orchid and I gave a division to Dani, but her division was full of roots and mine didn't have any roots, so she's taking her time to recover. And this is my Zygopetalum Luisendorf. She is loving this setup with semi-hydro. She's growing a new growth there, and another one here. I hope she will bloom again very, very soon. Unfortunately, again, a tree branch snapped off this leaf. We had very big winds on that storm. Yeah, that is that. And here I have a very special orchid. This is my Cattleya Iwanagara Apple Blossom Pink, and she grew this season already this very, very, very big new growth that I am very proud of, because that means she is very happy with my care. I cannot wait to see her in bloom. Maybe next year I will have 2 spikes, and maybe I won't break them like I did last year. Here I have another very nice orchid. This is my Cattleya Pantum Green. She has 2 directions of growth. This one that is maturing here, and another one starting there. And here I have a very special orchid. This is my Dendrobium and Nobby Stripe Pink Splash crossed with Dendrobium and Nobby Stripe Purple Splash. And he is such a vigorous grower. It's growing 3 growths here, another 2 here. This has just matured and is already producing a spike. I'm quite impressed by this orchid. And here I have my Dendrobium Cherry Baby Sweet Fragrance. I am quite happy for the recovery of this orchid. She had fusarium, and right now she is recovering very, very nicely. You can see a picture on the screen with the root system that this orchid has produced in the last 2 months. Here I have a Paphiopedalum noide from Dani. He really refuses to bloom, although he has so many roots. He didn't bloom for me, it didn't bloom for Dani. I don't know what's wrong with this orchid. I guess it might be because of fusarium, or it is not yet blooming size, but the leaves are getting quite bigger on my particular one. Do I have something there? Hold on a little bit, I need to put a flash. Anyway, he has very nice foliage, so I will keep him even if he doesn't want to bloom. Here is another orchid that I have from Dani. This is a Cattleya Pink No ID, and right now she is starting to grow 2 directions of growth. I have a new growth there. This growth has already grown in this season, and she's starting to grow a new one here. I hope I will focus right there on the base. Anyway, she doesn't grow very fast, but she was a bad girl this year. She had 2 blooms and the buds blasted. Here I have my Cutlass Kingdom. She's a seedling, but she is taking over the pot very nicely. I'm quite proud of her. Here I have my Dendrobium Blue Happiness, or Sun-Called Blue, with 2 other orchids that are Noides. Inside the same pot I decided to make a community pot to save a little bit of space maybe. And there I have Miltonia crossed with Binotia, very pretty blooms. She is recovering from snails actually, so from total root loss, because I didn't observe she has snails and I didn't spray it with hydrogen peroxide, but now it's maturing. This growth, this one, and this one little one from the back, so she's good. I have this from Rachel also. She loves semi-hydro. Here I have Oncidium Catherine Zouk, which is maturing those big new growths. This one here. Oh my gosh, I have a spike. Like, I have 2 spikes. And actually I have 3 spikes. Oh my gosh. I know this orchid can produce 4 spikes per growth, but I really wasn't expecting this to happen now, because she is actually recovering from root loss and from snails, so not even sure if I should leave these spikes, but I guess the orchid knows what it's doing. So you can see the 3rd one is there. Maybe, just maybe, I will have a 4th one. So I have that new growth. Now let's check this other one. Yes, I have here a spike too. So I have 1. Well, only 1 for now on this other growth, but I'm quite proud of this orchid. I have recently purchased it. I don't know, was on late winter or early spring. This is such a nice recovery, and I also paid very little money, like 5 euros on it. Here is a very interesting Phalaenopsis Timothy Christopher. She is growing this leaf and another one starting here. I'm trying to train this orchid to always grow like this, compact and upright. I don't like Phalaenopsis leaning over. She also loves semi-hydro. Here you go, I have some roots there inside. And there I have an Oncidium that is quite slow on recovering. This is an Oncidium Twinkle White. I got him from Orchid Garden, but I don't know what to say. I mean, the new growths are very small, and a lot of them are rotting. This is like the 7 or 8 new growth that is rotting. And this is not normal outside, because we have a lot of air ventilation, so the new growths aren't rotting because water got trapped inside, because the water evaporates outside, but rather because she's sick of something. And I think I will get this down and separate, yes, better, because I don't want her to infect anything. She was standing on a shelf, and water can get from her to other orchids, so if she's sick, I don't want any water from her getting to other orchids. So alright guys, this is all for today. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if this is the first time you are watching a video on my channel, make sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date with all my orchid videos. Thank you for watching, and see you all next time. Bye!